And that's that. Now, we're taking time off from the absolute basic things that we do for Christmas for me to share something with you that I very much want you to know about, which takes a little time, but is, I think, infinitely rewarding for special occasions. It's based on choux paste. And the first thing I want to do is to make choux paste with you to show you how incredibly easy it is. And also to stress, thank you, my darling, while showing you how incredibly inexpensive it is. I've got here, in this saucepan, 2 ounces of butter, 4½ fluid ounces of water. The two have dissolved together, and as they come to the boil, which is now, turn the heat down a little, and shoot 2½ ounces of sifted self-raising flour onto this. Then I turn the heat up again for a second until the mixture seethes over the top. Can you see the seethe? Now, you have to go on beating past the globule stage until the mixture smooths. Now, there's the globule stage, which you can see for yourselves, I think. Nasty little lumps. And I go on working at full speed, because it's so nice and quick, until I get this really smooth paste. You see, many years ago, I got myself into a most terrible state of fury, because I read in a woman's magazine a perfectly correct recipe for making choux paste, and a perfectly correct description of how you piped the various items out. And then when it was baked correctly and taken out of the oven, I nearly had kittens, because the instructions said, and then split the buns open, whatever shape they are, and with the handle of a teaspoon, scoop all the surplus goo from the middle. Well, of course, as you and I know, there shouldn't be any goo. And there's only one trick that ensures you will never have any goo in the middle. My face is going to be very red in a minute, because in here are buns. I'm going to take them out and show them to you cooked, and we're going to open them. And there won't be if you leave the choux paste to get absolutely cold before you pipe it out. That's what we're going to do next. And then you put the pipe just onto the tray, pull out to the length you want, allowing for expansion, and then lop it off with the knife. If there's any little peak showing, take the knife to it. If there's a little air bubble, smooth it off with the knife dipped in cold water, and get a perfect éclair at the end. Now then for a cream bun. This time, you hold the bag vertically. Get a clean knife, dip it in cold water, and push. First pull it up, then push it down, then pull again a little, and then push down again until you get a good bun shape, and then cut it off. And then pat it into shape with that wet knife. And then you get a perfect bun when it comes out of the oven. So simple, when you know. Now, if you want to make this thing that I've got a reputation, quite an unjustifiable one, for making these wonderful beautiful, and they're so easy. You pipe little éclairs, like this. Steady it with a knife. That's the ½ writing pipe. Lop it off. That's a bit big, actually. But this is the proper size. I wasn't thinking properly. That's the size for the little ones. You see? Like that. This is the mistake that so many housewives make, because they're more, thank you, my darling, they're more vulnerable to humidity in our natural humidity in our atmosphere than even meringues. And you know what they can go like on a rainy day? Biscuits. Split it. Where's the goo? It's hollow, isn't it? Completely hollow. Now, let's have some custard in. Be generous with it. 1/2 only. Dump that off. Then you really get a complete view of a hollow case as well, don't you? That's it. Always on a rack, and then in little blobs that drop through, if you're working on a clean surface, you can scoop up and put back in the bowl afterwards. Now, and then all you have to do when you get it on to make it look right is to take it on your spoon and bring your spoon round so that it runs over and then runs down. And there we are. We leave that one to drip down, then I'll come back and tidy it off as I did the others. Come over and have a look at the finished ones. Here are the pink, rich, lush cream buns. There are the little miniatures for very special parties, which keep so well, and those are coffee eclairs. And this is what can be done with choux paste, just buns. It's called a coq en bouche. And this is the box I want you to use, this kind of plastic box, to pack them in their little paper cases when they're iced and everything. Pop them in your freezer or the freezing compartment of your fridge. Forget about them. Thaw them an hour before you need them and they'll be perfect. Now may I wish you not only a very happy Christmas, but some peace and security, and a little peace of mind as well. Safety in 1976.